did you sit through all of it?
I did indeed, all 6 hours.
For you. You'll never get those 6 hours of your life back.
That is absolutely true, but they are an unforgettable 6 hours. Talk about hypocrisy. Talk about invasion of their own privacy. The trouble is, this was not intended for the United Kingdom, where, of course, their popularity, as you know, is at a record low. In America and the wider world, a lot of people will see this, and they'll buy the fact that these are a couple who wanted peace and love and finding freedom. And what this is, of course, is obviously revenge, and it's very nasty, especially towards William, towards King Charles, and, of course, royal courtiers will be very disturbed to hear that they were briefing against Harry and Meghan. And, of course, one of the reasons for this, and this is all positioning, we can't prove it, is jealousy. The fact that Meghan was outshining them. All of this, it's quite an extraordinary record, as well as the fact that it's just amazing that they filmed practically everything that was going on.
Yeah, they even managed to film when the text arrived from Beyoncé, how spontaneous, and when the text arrived from Prince William. Richard, if you had to single out one particular issue in the last 3 hours, what would be the thing that stuck in your craw the most?
Well, I'm sorry to have to say this, but it was actually a rather touching tribute that Harry paid to the Duke of Edinburgh when he died. Now, I just couldn't help remembering that although Oprah hadn't been set up for the particular date it aired, and Duke was not in hospital at that time, they still went ahead with it, and there was absolutely no comment during it or indeed subsequently, nor has this ever been referred to, that basically when they put the boot in, so memorably, the issue of the royal racist, the issue of Meghan's mental health, the issue of being cut off financially, a whole series of issues, and the Duke was in hospital dying, and this must have been very, very difficult for the Queen. And indeed, Meghan was talking a great deal about the mental stress she'd experienced. In Harry's opinion, it was the press, the Mail on Sunday, particularly that dispute, that made her miscarry. True or not, the facts simply are that it is quite extraordinary to hear some of the views they put across, where always, whether they're in the small knot cot or whether they're in the sunlit Montecito residence, the facts are that they always tend to be in control of the narrative. And you mentioned, and this would have been very interesting, we mentioned the text from William that is filmed coming after the Oprah interview. Now, if they'd shown us what that contained, for the first time, you would have had someone else's point of view. The entire 6 hours, a form of soft soap, bought with a very expensive contract, but with the most ruthless control of the narrative. They will never be asked